Hello everyone, you are especially welcome to today's tutorial. So today I'll be sharing with you how to make a bow tie. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing with you two ways of how you can achieve a beautiful bow tie. One is going to be without sewing, while the other one we're going to be sewing with it. So first of all, let's do the one no sew bow tie. Okay, what you need is your fabric, like so. You need your fabric gum. It could be this UHU gum or your glue gum. Either of them will serve the same purpose. You need your scissors if possible. So now I've cut out a little fabric here. The length is 11 inches and the width is 5 inches. I have another little one, measure 2 inches by 3 inches. So I keep this aside. So the first thing to do is to turn your fabric right side facing right side, fold it into two like so. Can you see? And then use your hand and press it down firmly. We are trying to create a grease line here, so just press it down, and that is all. Next thing, we open it up, and then can you see that mark is there already? All right, so what do we do now? We are going to fold from this side. We're going to bring it to stop at this center part. So we're going to fold in like this. Can you see? And iron it down. Next thing, we'll fold this part in like so and iron it down. So I'll quickly do this, then we continue. All right, can you see? I've ironed it out, and can you see how flat is laying now? So without wasting time, I went ahead to do the same thing with this little fabric too. I fold it into two and I iron it out. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do now is to fold it into two again. We are trying to get another grease line at the middle, right? Okay, we open it up. Can you see the line we created? And then we'll fold this one, and then fold this one. Do you see? So I'll go ahead now and iron this one down. Next thing, we continue. So can you see? I've ironed it, and look at what we've got. It's so flat and beautiful. The next thing for us to do now is to start forming our bow tie with it. So to do that, you have to come in, punch it like this. Can you see? You bend this over to connect this. You bend this over and we'll connect the last one. So holding it like this, you begin to adjust. So what we have to do now is we're going to put a little gum in between this part so that we can hold it firmly. So I'll come in with my glue gum and drop a little gum here. I'll drop it at the center too. I'll drop another one here too. And then I'll hold them all together. Do you understand? So at this point now, it's firm. So the next thing to do is to grab this one and tie it over like so. Just to can adjust as much as you want. Push it up, make sure it's firm. So after we've gotten the firmness that we desire, you can now cut out the excesses and use your gum to cover it up. So I'll come in with my glue gun. I'll apply a little here. I'll wrap it. Okay. And I'll apply this other one here. And firmly. And then we'll hold it for a while for it to hold. Okay. And we have our beautiful bow tie. Can you see how the back is laying? So neat. Can you see? We go over to the second type. For the second one, we are going to be using a little strips of our crinoline. Okay, so just cut out little depending on the size that you are using, and then we have a little thing for embellishment. It's optional. That's if you want to. Okay, we already have here. This is 2.5 inches by 4, and I've sewn it down to keep it in place. So this is the fabric we're going to use. So our fabric is measured, just want to be sure, 13 inches by 7 inches. So what we do, we are going to fold it over right side facing the right side. Remember I said that this time we're going to sew on it. The other one was no sew, but this one we are going to sew on it. So quickly we are going to sew on this place, but before we do that, we are going to sew this crinoline. We are going to fix it in like this. So we're going to sew this one on top of this one to be one, and then we'll sew the last one. So you just place it on top of each other and run a straight stitch. And quickly I'll place the second one and do the same thing. Make sure it's equal. So this is me trimming off to make sure that it's equal to the fabric I'm using. So once I'm done trimming, I'll place it and then I'll run a straight stitch on this part, run it on this part, and I'll sew and stop at this point. I'll give a space of 3 inches and I'll complete the sewing. So let's do that quickly. So I'm stopping here now, and I'm giving that space outrightly to start sewing here. Okay, we are done sewing. So I'm going to turn it inside out right now from this open part. That is the essence of creating that opening there so that we can turn it inside out. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over now. Okay, so we have it. So the next thing to do is to seal up this place. So I'm going to fold it in now and secure it, and then I'll go over and give it a good press. So now, as you can see, our bowl is ready. Can you see? So the next thing to do is for us to pleat it from the center. So just like we did, begin to pleat it like so, and then we'll come in with this band and we'll band it at the center like so, and then we'll begin to arrange it. So the essence of the crinoline is to make sure that it keeps bouncing up. Okay, so even if you wash it, you iron it, you bring it out, it is still going to stand like this. Okay, so that is the essence. So can you say, so by the time you band it up like this, then you can either sew it from the back or you use your glue gun to, gum it together. I would like to sew it up. So come in with your needle and thread, and then we begin to tack it. So at this point, you can cut out the excess. We don't need it. So once you are done, we knot it and cut out. That's all. Okay, so our bow is ready. So at this point, you can leave it like this. It's very okay. All right. So I already have this, and I just want to embellish it and also teach you how to embellish. So at this point, if you have anything you want to use for embellishment, you can bring it up now. Okay, and band it up. So I'm going to use my glue gun and wrap it up now. When you place it, it's that simple. Okay, and it's ready. So here we have a bow tie, and we have another choice here. So it's up to you. So let me know in the comment section, which one do you prefer? Can you see how beautiful it is? It's so beautiful. So it's up to you. Okay, go ahead and make any bow tie of your choice with this basics that I've shown you now. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.